Most people think getting rich is about finding a secret formula. The truth is, avoiding the wrong habits gets you there faster. If you remove the traps, wealth can become the default outcome. That's where inversion thinking comes in. Instead of asking how to succeed, ask how to fail. List every habit that guarantees you'll stay broke. Then make sure you avoid them. Your brain is wired to spot problems before solutions. We can use that to our advantage. By the end of this, you'll see 28 ways people stay broke and how to flip each one into a wealth-building rule. On the passive path, this approach isn't theory. It's a map you can follow without guesswork. Start tomorrow. That's the #1 habit that keeps people stuck. The dream job, the savings plan, the side business all pushed to later. Later never comes. Small, consistent action today beats a perfect plan tomorrow. If you start today, momentum begins. If you wait, you stay still while others move ahead. The habit of delay compounds into years lost. Replace "I'll start tomorrow" with "I'll start now." Read without acting. Information without execution is financial entertainment. You can read 50 business books this year and change nothing. Knowledge only matters when applied. If you read about budgeting, make a budget that day. If you study sales, pick up the phone and call a prospect. Action turns ideas into income. Consumption without creation is another way to stay broke. Take money advice from broke people. Would you take diet advice from someone unhealthy? Yet most people listen to friends or relatives who struggle financially. It feels safe to hear advice from people like us, but it's not useful. If you want to grow, learn from those ahead of you. That doesn't mean copy everything blindly. It means filter advice by the results of the person giving it. If they don't have the outcomes you want, they can't teach you how to get them. Pick a spouse who sabotages your goals. The wrong partner can quietly drain your ambition. They make you feel guilty for working late. They push you to spend instead of save. They want comfort now over building security later. Partnership should amplify your goals, not compete with them. Support doesn't mean they do what you do. It means they respect why you're doing it. A strong financial future often starts with a supportive home. Fail once, quit forever. Most people expect the first attempt to work perfectly. When it doesn't, they decide it's not for them. Failure is data, not a verdict. The first product launch might flop. The first investment might lose money. The first sales pitch might get rejected. Each is a lesson you can build on. If you only try once, you never see the reward waiting past the learning curve. If your thoughts are keeping you broke, your actions won't save you. Think the world is fair. Expecting life to reward you just because you work hard is a trap. The marketplace rewards value, not effort alone. Fairness is subjective, results are measurable. Accept that conditions are uneven, and act in ways that still move you forward. When you expect fairness, disappointment slows you down. When you accept reality, you can adapt faster and win anyway. Blame and complain. Energy spent blaming is energy stolen from solving. Complaining doesn't change your balance sheet. It keeps your focus on what's wrong instead of what can be. Replace complaints with action steps. Ask, what can I do right now to improve this situation? Your progress depends on what you change, not what you resent. Expect rescue. Waiting for the government, a relative, or luck to save you is a dead end. No one is coming to build your financial safety net. The sooner you take full responsibility, the sooner you start building it yourself. Self-reliance is uncomfortable at first, but it creates real control. Dependence keeps you stuck in uncertainty. Ownership puts the future in your hands. Value others' opinions above your own. Living for approval is expensive. You buy things to impress people who don't pay your bills. You make career choices to look good instead of do well. You delay dreams because they don't match someone else's idea of success. Your life is lived best when measured by your standards. If you respect your own opinion more, outside noise fades. Avoid discomfort. Growth lives on the other side of discomfort. Avoiding it means avoiding the skills and experiences that make you valuable. Starting a business is uncomfortable. Learning to negotiate is uncomfortable. Investing in something new is uncomfortable, but comfort. Zones shrink your options. When you choose discomfort in controlled doses, you expand what's possible. Your beliefs write the financial story you live in. If the story says you can't win, you won't even try. Tolerate mediocrity. If you accept average work from yourself, you teach others to expect less from you. If you accept average effort from others, your environment lowers your standards. Excellence starts as a personal rule and spreads through your team or circle. Refuse to normalize low effort. Hold the line on quality, even when it's uncomfortable. Break your own promises. Every broken promise to yourself chips away at self-respect. When you commit to a goal and quit early, you prove to yourself you can't be trusted. That loss of trust makes future goals harder to believe in. Keep the promises you make to yourself first. The discipline built there carries into every other part of life. Wait for perfect conditions. Perfect timing doesn't exist. Markets change, interest rates shift, life interrupts. If you need perfect conditions to start, you'll freeze at the first sign of trouble. Learn to work in imperfect environments. If you can succeed when conditions are rough, you can succeed in any season. Look rich instead of being rich. Cars, clothes, and status purchases drain the very capital you need to build wealth. People who look the wealthiest often carry the most debt. Looking poor while becoming rich is a smarter trade than looking rich while staying broke. Direct extra money toward assets, not image. Assets feed you later. Image demands you feed it forever. Work hard on the wrong things. Being busy is not the same as making progress. You can work a 12-hour day and end no closer to your financial goal. Identify the few actions that move the needle most, spend more hours there, and eliminate or delegate the rest. Doing more of what matters beats doing more of everything. If your daily habits don't move you toward wealth, they quietly keep you where you are. Say you'll do it? Then don't. Empty commitments destroy trust faster than open refusal. When you consistently follow through, people and opportunities start to trust you. When you don't, they disappear. Your word should mean the task will get done without reminders. Reliability is a quiet but powerful wealth skill. Copy the crowd. Most people are not financially free. Doing what they do guarantees their results. If the majority spends without saving, don't join them. If the majority avoids investing, don't copy them. The top percentage lives differently because they act differently, study their habits, and apply them even when they feel unpopular. Do your best instead of what it takes. Your best may not meet the actual requirement for success. Markets don't reward effort, they reward results. If the bar is higher than your current best, grow until you exceed it. Raise your skill until the outcome is met, not just the attempt made. Talk more than you act. Planning, posting, and telling others about your goals feels productive. Without action, it's performance. Ideas only count when turned into completed work. Talking uses time, action uses time, and creates results. Reduce the talking to action ratio until results speak for you. Start new and quit early. Every project has a difficult middle. Quitting there means you never see the payoff. Discipline is finishing long after the excitement fades. Momentum builds at completion, not at launch. A half-built bridge never gets you across the river. The wrong actions cost more than no action at all. Believe others' opinions over your own. Letting someone else's judgment outweigh your own experience weakens your decisions. Confidence comes from acting on your informed judgment, even when others disagree. When you know your reasons and your plan, you can move without constant reassurance. Trusting your own process is a skill that compounds over time. Repeat the same mistakes. Failing isn't the problem, repeating the same failure is. Each mistake should come with a lesson. If the same pattern shows up again, the lesson wasn't learned. Track your errors, identify the cause, and adjust so they don't return. Progress is breaking old cycles, not perfect performance. Be replaceable. If your skills can be learned quickly by anyone, your earning power is limited. Specialized skills and rare knowledge make you harder to replace. Pick one area to become known for doing exceptionally well. Depth creates scarcity, and scarcity increases value. Find something that works, then stop doing it. Momentum dies when you abandon proven strategies. If a method brings consistent income, keep it running while you test new ones. Stopping too soon resets your progress to zero. Sustain what works long, enough to let compounding take effect. Hire the wrong people. One poor hire can drain money, time, and energy. Skills and alignment matter more than convenience or speed. Surround yourself with people who raise the standard. Every hire should make the system stronger, not weaker. Your patterns either build a ladder to wealth or dig a deeper hole to poverty. Assume you're always right. Ego blocks new information. If you believe you already know everything, you stop learning. The people who grow the fastest ask more questions and challenge their own. Ideas stay curious enough to test different perspectives. Being willing to be wrong is a strength that pays in better decisions. Spend more than you make. It doesn't matter how much income you earn. If your expenses grow faster, debt becomes a weight that pulls future income into the past. Lifestyle creep turns raises and bonuses into higher bills instead of assets. The habit of living below your means builds flexibility and freedom. Wealth comes from the gap between what you earn and what you keep. Start today. Act on what you learn instead of storing it for later. Seek advice from people with the results you want. Choose relationships that encourage your ambitions. Treat failure as a teacher instead of a stop sign. Accept that the world is not fair and win anyway. Replace blame with action. Take full responsibility for your outcomes. Respect your own opinion more than the crowd. Seek out discomfort until it becomes normal. Set a standard of excellence for yourself and others. Keep your promises, especially to yourself. Move forward in imperfect conditions. Prioritize being rich over looking rich. Work on the tasks that matter most. Do what you say you'll do. Act differently than the majority. Do what it takes. Not just your best. Talk less and do more. Finish what you start. Trust your own judgment. Learn from every mistake. Make yourself hard to replace. Keep doing what works. Hire people who make the system stronger. Stay open to learning. Spend less than you earn. Wealth is often built by avoiding the mistakes most people repeat. Choose 3 actions from this list and apply them. This week's small, consistent changes reshape your financial future. Like and subscribe to The Passive Path for strategies you can act on. Comment which habit you're breaking first.